Howdy, everybody. How's everybody doing on Saturday? Who got here? Cranky, how are you doing, buddy? And the Argsy raid has started. Cartech, Steel Horse, Waylon, James Bike Workshop, Chinook, Junt, Mark. Welcome, everybody. We got to watch Argsy plant potatoes for days in his fringe farming live stream. I'm really liking that, Argsy, if you're here. Mark Thor, Uzox, Kieran, Simulation Station. Welcome, everybody. Scooter, good to see you. Glad everybody's doing all right. We are back on Graystone, and if you were with me on Wednesday, what did we do, guys? We took care of some chickens. We put in a new chicken pen. We put in a new sheep pen, is what we put in last time, this one here. And then we harvested some sorghum. And Argsy, you're here. Okay, good. Hope you can stay a little while. I know you got to get on with your day. But enjoy your live stream, Argsy. What we're going to need to do today, guys, is we're going to need to plant some something that our chickens can eat, either wheat, barley, or sorghum. And we talked last time about maybe expanding our production, so we could do that. Maybe even buy some new property in order to get that done. What have I forgotten again? Oh, feed. Yeah, we did feed the sheep. And let me, for those of you who weren't here last time, I'll just show you what all has happened. So our chicken pen is gone. Our old one anyway. Our old sheep pen is gone. And we have our new chicken pen where we have, let's see, how many do we have now? 1,330 chickens. And we got plenty of food. And we are getting quite a few eggs moving on. And then we've got our new sheep pen with 130 sheep. So why don't we start by, let's advance to the next day. I think that would be good because it's like 3 p.m. already. Let's just make sure our animals are all topped off before we do that. Go to the next day, and then we'll get some wheat or barley into the ground. Plenty of food for the sheep, plenty of food for the chickens. Oh, cows. We're going to need to put some more in there, it looks like. All right, let's get that done. We'll do that first. And let's see, is this the one that already has? Yep, this already has our mixer in it. Just come over here a little bit. And so this morning, and this while I was watching the RC live stream, I was watching the University of Texas Longhorns play football. They were playing the #1 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide, and although we did not win, we just about beat them. And since we're kind of a rebuilding team right now, I make that a huge win for us. We were using our backup quarterback, and our top receiver was out. He was injured. So considering we almost beat the #1 ranked team, I feel pretty good about that. So that's why I'm wearing my UT hat today. Hook 'em horns. All right, we may have to push those hay bales a little bit. No, it looks like they're going in. Let's see. Anybody else watching college football, American football today? Any interesting developments? We're gonna nudge this hay bale a little bit. There we go. Hey, A, glad to have you in here. Jaxman, hey, Black Book, good to have you in here today. Yes, Mark, chicken pen is working great, thanks to you. I think what I'm going to do next time is, instead of using this front loader, I'm going to use this other longer front loader arm on a different tractor, maybe a bigger one. That's a little painful getting it in there. Shouldn't be that hard. Or maybe I'll get me a telehandler. That would be nice. Junt says, can't believe it's football season already. I know. It kind of snuck up on me. I'm ready for it, though. I think you've heard me say I love college football way more than professional football. And I'm glad that my Longhorns are looking good this season, because it's been, I have to say, it's been kind of a dry spell. Let's see if this is gonna fill or not. Looks like it. Is it gonna keep going? Hope so. Cool. Looks like we're up to date on the chat. So what else is going on with me? This week I'm going to be traveling. I'll be in Austin for most of, well, the rest of this week or next week, and a little bit of the following week. I'm going to be visiting my brother, his family, and then they're going to take some vacation, and I'm going to dog sit for them. So maybe maybe we'll do a live stream there, and Yeah. Oh, Cranky, thank you. Yep, that does tend to happen. I think I need to go over here and tickle this. Oh, I need to start the engine first. Okay. Is it going to work now? It looks like we got it now. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, so I'll be in Austin. Maybe we can, maybe we'll get to see their dogs. And let's make it go again. I don't know why this has to be so finicky. Okay, I think we got it this time. So as far as what we're gonna seed, do you guys want to? You guys want to seed wheat or barley? Either one's good with me. We're probably not going to sell it. We'll probably just use it for chicken feed, so it may not even really matter that much. I don't know why this keeps stopping. Because we're all lined up, it looks like. Let me just see. Maybe I need to move this a little bit. And then let me go in here. We got some barley votes. Yep. Mark, you're asking 305 horsepower. If you're asking about... Yeah, the Valtra it's got 305 horsepower. So, I mean, there should be enough horsepower to do what we're doing. I don't know why it keeps stopping. It does need straps on the ground, Seal Horse. I think that's just going to be a bug until Giants fixes it. Okay, I hit the filling button on the I hit fill, and then as soon as it stopped, I hit fill again, and that time it's stuck. So I think that seems to be the magic ticket. I don't even know why, because that doesn't even really make sense. Okay, we'll do some barley. And I had asked you guys last time about if we wanted to expand production, what we could do. And I heard diesel production. And so I downloaded, I found a couple, maybe it was just one on the mod hub. And then also some fertilizer production mods I downloaded. That might have been it. And then, of course, we can, you know, do whatever else we want. There we go. I also downloaded a modified grain mill that has expanded production and increased production rate. So, we already have a grain mill, so it would be swapping it out. I don't know that we need to do that, because we're just making bread, and we're going to use most of our grain for the chickens anyway, so. But anyway, that's what I've done as far as prep. We have 2 fields that need... Actually, we have quite a few fields that are ready to be seeded. So we'll take a look at those. All right. And I don't fully remember what seeder and planter I have on this map. I think they're Kenzie planters, because they're most likely in-game, because I started this map when this right when this modded map came out in December of last year. So There weren't a lot of mods out there. Which one is this? That's our 6R. Oh, let's look at the fields. Well, let's advance to the next day. And then we'll look at what fields we can plant. Okay, no chance of rain. That's nice. Okay, let's go into our map. So as far as fields that we own this giant field here, which is ready to be sown. And then we have field 26. That might be a good one for our live stream because it's, I think, a good size. We have this field back here we haven't done anything with. So we could potentially do that as well. Those are kind of the three we have to pick from. We do have another field over here. It's a little out of touch. I'm probably going to end up selling that one. Cranky says I need to swap out the mowers for Marvelous Marks mowers. Yeah, I do. I have not done that yet. And Mark, before we do grass work again, I'm definitely going to do that. I tell you what, why don't we do field 26 and let's see what kind of seeder we have. I'm thinking that our seeder does not fertilize. I'm hoping that it's a no-till. It's not, we may need to make some, may need to swap out some things. I have a deer in my storage shed. Okay, this is a Lemkin. Let's see if this is the one that'll. Okay, so this will no-till, but it doesn't have fertilizer. We could fertilize first, and I don't think I have lime. No, I've got lime turned off. I've got plowing turned off. Oh, you know what? It does have one fertilizer stage on it already, so I think we're good. We're good, guys. Let's do it. I think I can buy seed over here, and let's get that set to barley. I think this is a buy anything silo. I can't remember. There we go. All right. Yeah, like I was saying last time, I really like this Valtra. The driving physics of it are just really good. It's got just a real nice acceleration, really nice braking, very maneuverable. So I just tend to gravitate to it. It also looks really nice. And I think this seeder is a good size for this map. It's not too big, not too small. All right. And that is barley. So I'll talk a little bit more about my UT Longhorn team, and then I promise I won't talk about it anymore. But they started the season unranked. Usually there's actually several different committees that rank college football teams. It's not just by win-loss score. It's by your schedule and how you recruited and just how they think you're going to do going forward. So we weren't ranked at all, and the University of Alabama was ranked number 1. They came and played us down in Austin this morning, and we were ahead several times. And with a minute and a half left in the game, UT was ahead by 2 points. But Alabama came back, scored a field goal, beat us by 1 point with like 10 seconds left. So I'm still proud of them. So that's probably going to... they'll change the rankings Monday morning, I think, or Sunday night. And I expect UT will be ranked in the top 25. And I expect that Alabama will not be number 1 anymore. And I guess a really big why I care so much factor is there are different conferences in the NCAA university system. And the University of Texas and Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma, or Oklahoma University, are switching conferences in, I think, 2025. And I just think it's great that we can almost beat the number 1 ranked team, because we're moving to the Southeast Conference from the Big 12 Conference. That's where Alabama is. That's where most of the really good teams are. So anyway, I'll be quiet now. That's why I'm a little extra happy today. I would have been even happier if we had won, but I will take a 1-point loss. All right, let me catch up on the stream here. Okay, Cranky says, you have Stevie's Mod's version of that cedar. Oh, okay. And Mark says that you shall be sharing a Massey 6S later. Oh, cool. Mark, you are always working on something. And everything you work on, I think, is interesting. I know I'm not staying inside the lines very well because I was talking too much and not paying attention, but it's going to be all right. Hey guys, is my, okay, I guess my stream's still going all right. My OBS looks really bad. That's concerning, but I can see I can see my stream looks okay. In my OBS screen, the screen is frozen. And OBS did a major update about a week ago, and it has just been fraught with bugs. So it's been a struggle. If something goes weird with my stream, just let me know. Shout out to me. So I'm not trusting my streaming software right now. Steel Horse has got a question for Mark Thor. Quick XML question. Yep, Steel Horse, that is just one of the qualities of using an articulated tractor. Auto drive is doing its best to keep it corrected, but just the nature of articulated tractors, it ended up doing some weird dances. And for that reason, I tend... when I've got articulated tractors, I don't usually use auto drive or with articulated tractors as carting tractors. I'll just use a big non-articulated one, like a Fendt 1000 or a John Deere 8R. Mark says, try the program called Prism. I think he might have mentioned that in Argsy's string. A good alternative to OBS. Okay. I've invested a lot in OBS, so I really hope that they'll patch it up here in a few days and it'll be fine. But if it gets bad, I'm gonna... Argsy, okay, looks good to you, Argsy. Glad to hear it. 5x5. Nice to hear, Steel Horse. Okay, good. Yeah, YouTube says everything's cool, but OBS is has a stuck screen. And I missed another spot. Argsy, when I asked you if I should do potatoes today, I was kidding. However, I haven't done potatoes in so long. I really should do them. I mean, usually I'll do sugar beets before I do potatoes. But I really should give it a try again, and I should probably do that on this map. Steelhorse has been okay for you so far. Okay, good. I only had issues with it interfacing to my... I don't have a Stream Deck per se, but I have a Corsair keyboard that has Stream Deck programmable keys in it, which is actually perfect for me, because it has, what, 6? It's more than enough for me. But it stopped working when they upgraded it, so I reinstalled the drivers and it started working again, and then it stopped working. And so I had to fix that this morning. It's working now, but now my OBS is frozen. Okay, I'm not gonna fret over all that software stuff anymore. All right, we've got enough headlands here. Let's fire up our position or GPS and start doing some rows. Maybe something like that. Okay. All right. We are off. Corpnut says, ever seen logs so big in diameter that they're almost as tall as the cats pulling them? Whoa. Not in real life. No, I haven't. Let's make sure I haven't missed anything. The wife is getting hangry. That's not good, Corp. We don't want you getting in trouble. Now, if I look at this field, I'm thinking that this is going to give us enough barley for a while. We still have some sorghum, and we filled up that chicken pen pretty well. Looks good in here. And in this Giants mod, they do have options where you can, I think you can put a cooler right there. You can add that, and I think you can add a bigger sunroof up here. I didn't really opt for that, but you can do it. I don't know if Farmer Ed's with us today, but he live streamed this morning. Hope some of you guys caught that. If not, check out his replay. What he's doing is he's live streaming his development of the Stone Valley Autodrive map. I think it's fascinating, just because he's so good at it. I always learn something about Autodrive when I watch. Yeah, I agree, Corpnut. The cab is nice. It's a nice looking tractor. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite tractor in terms of looks. I really like the Deutz-Fahr 7 and the 8 series. The Warrior. Actually, it's the Warrior. That's probably, I think, the best looking tractor in Farm Sim. Looks like we're gonna have plenty of seed, because we are not even, we're about halfway done. Yeah, I'd say we're about halfway done, and we've got plenty of seed left. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream. My channel's still pretty new. I think we're about 2.5 months old. So if you're liking things, please do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps out my channel. Still being a new channel out there, it just makes all the difference. So thank you in advance for doing that. Thank you, Mark. And I do have a Discord page, and Ed is growing pretty well now, and we've got a pretty friendly and growing community there. So you are welcome to join that as well. Mark says you'll be posting the Massey on there tonight. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, those of you who don't know Mark Thor, he is one of our resident modding gurus, and he is always doing something, and he's pretty good at posting early screenshots and keeping us posted on his progress, as well as posting his releases to Discord. So just another reason to join us there. December Farms, hey buddy, good to see you here. Hope you're doing great. Corpnut says your friends had Masseys when you were growing up and had 2 Ford 600s. Awesome. I really like Ford tractors. They just look good. I like that older style tractor. Growing up in Texas, a lot of farmers, which were mostly cattle farmers, they used a lot. I saw a lot of Ford tractors growing up. Cartech. Mark says that he posted some funny pics of today's shenanigans. All right. I'll have to check that out. Especially if it's shenanigans. Oh. I guess I don't have Dusty Lands. Whoops. I guess I don't have the Dusty Lands mod. Whoops. No, I guess I don't. I need to add that. We need more dust. Let's see, what am I wearing today? Just jean jacket and t-shirt. Corpnet says that you see that they're working on the USS Texas to get her all fixed up. I saw that too. Yeah, there's a bunch of TikToks that are going out showing all the renovation. I mentioned TikTok like I know a lot about it. I actually downloaded the TikTok app 2 days ago for the first time. Just not really gotten around to it. Yeah, it is pretty cool. What is TikTok? Mark, it's just the sound that clocks make, wall clocks make, so, you know. Seen Quackbang's channel, he did a cool video on the Texas. I have not. All right, we pretty much wrapped things up here. This is our last little bit. I can see others share my indifference or disinterest in a TikTok as well, or I should say tic-tac. So I am actually inclined to seed this other field over here, but what if we do this? What if we just put it on a course play and leave it to its own devices, and that way we'll take care of that field as well. Maybe we'll put wheat down in that one, unless you guys want to do something else. I'm not doing potatoes. I do have a planter, so we can do you know what, we could do corn. And I think we talked last time about putting a corn dryer down, or maybe you know, making some Cranky says sugar beets. You know, I don't know if you say that in jest, but I kind of like sugar beets. I don't know if I want to do that whole field full of sugar beets, though. Chris, so everybody's saying sugar beet. What if we do half of the field in sugar beet? Would that be all right? Mark says cotton. You know, that would be good, Mark. I don't mind doing cotton. And we could, if I remember correctly, somebody made some good cotton harvesting mods. Did you make a seeder also, a planter also, Mark, for cotton, or no? Let's see, what am I doing here? That's true, Mark. I have so much cotton. I know. And my spinnery is already slammed. There's bale storage now for cotton. Well, if we put sugar beets down, I want to be able to do it as a course play. So I don't want to put it on that huge field. Let me go back to our map here. So I do have field 14 over here. I haven't done anything with it in a long time. What if we put sugar beets over here? Let's do that. Is that a good compromise? No, Mark, I'm not doing sugar cane. Sorry. And as far as how to get over there, let's see. I think I'm gonna take a little shortcut. Otherwise, we have to go way down southwest and then up north. Oh, what did I just hit? Yeah, what did I hit? Did I hit an invisible object? There's a few invisible objects on this map. No, Cartech, I'm not doing poplar. Well, there's a nice field of wheat. Or is that oats? That's oats. Well, I didn't fill this up with seed first, but at least we have some. Let's see. There's field 14. Probably shouldn't have done that first. Right, so I actually made this little road when I bought this field for this very reason. Argsy, you gotta go to get the kids swimming lessons. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Bye. Thanks, Argsy. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. And thanks for streaming today. That was, sorry you had such tech problems again, but patience kind of won over this time. But this is a cool little area of the map. While we're over here, I'm going to show you around. So, large H really highlights horses in this map. And if you want to do horses, this is a built-in horse map, horse pen. Actually, I think there's two of them here. It has its own little stable, and I actually ran this for a while. But you can put horses over here, and then you can put horses over here. And I can't remember how many. You put 6 over there. And then I think you can put 6 over there. So you can have 12. And then you've got another little barn here where you can store your, you know, whatever you want. Anyway, nice little place. And I think I put that down myself. Anyway, let's get this guy working. Sugarcane is easy, it regrows. It's not the growing part that gets me, Mark, it's the harvesting. Every time I've harvested sugarcane, and I'll admit I've only maybe done it 3 or 4 times, it's just a constant struggle getting sugarcane to that harvester to work for me. I don't know, I should try it again. Maybe with you guys helping me out in the chat, it won't be so bad. Okay. Let's do some course play. It's been a while since we've done course play. And Mark says your harvester does sugarcane. Okay. Ollie Denman, hi there. Am I PS4? No, I'm on PC. if you're asking me. So Horse says you're waiting until they add a feature where you can fire the cane first. That would be more realistic, wouldn't it? Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that, but yeah, that's definitely what happens. Mark Thor, there's another one for your list. I don't think Giants is going to make a let's burn the sugarcane field mod, so that probably goes against their ethics, so maybe you can do that for us. Okay. And see if this thing behaves. Okay, away he goes. So you don't want to be going in the cane field without firing at all sorts of nasties that are bad for continued living. Oh. So Mark's harvester does sugarcane also, right? So maybe it's easier if I use yours, Mark, and not the in-game one. I think that's the one that I used. Okay. There goes the sugar beets, guys. And we can put some production down to make some sugar. That fetches some pretty good money. All right, what do we want to do next, guys? We've got well over an hour left. Let me check my animals. We went to the next day, but they should be fine. I want to get to know how these are working. So we are already almost completely empty with cows again, so we're going to need to feed them again today. Sheep are doing great. Chickens are doing great. I really need to increase the capacity of that cow barn. Put down another spinnery. Yeah, I need to do that, and what I really need to do is just increase the capacity and the productivity of it in XML. Although it's in-game, I would need to put a modded one down first, I think, right? In order to do that. All right, let's go take care of our cows. Let's go get in our 8R, which is, where do we put him? I think we put him over here. There he is. And normally this forage wagon lives right there. Farmer Ed! Hey, how are you doing, buddy? Farmer Ed, I missed your live stream this morning. I simply overslept. I did watch the replay, and also, Ed, I let everybody know what you're doing on your channel, so if you guys have any interest at all in AutoDrive, you need to check out his channel and see what he's doing. You're going to learn to use AutoDrive better, and you're going to learn a lot. No worries, Ed. Okay. Now, that is a 603R arm, and that is a 643 arm. So I'm guessing that is a bigger arm. Let's just put the bigger arm on this one. Now that we have all our animals in one spot, we may not be needing 2 sets of front loader. 2 sets of front loaders. And I'm gonna move that, and it's just in the way. What I need to do before we stream next time is I need to get on here and just kind of clean up the yard. I don't think you guys want to watch me do that. And it just needs to get done. Well, by the way, we have a lot of slurry, and I've got a really nice slurry spreader right over there. So if you'll remind me, we'll put some slurry down on this grass. It's going to need it pretty soon. In fact, I think we need to do that today. I mean, today, like game day. It doesn't have to be this physical day. All right. This should be a little easier now. A little higher reach with this front loader arm. Whoops. That's too much. There we go. Now I'm just making a mess. I could slurry the barley. Yeah. Hey, for those of you real farmers, for human consumption food, is it acceptable to put slurry down? Or is that only reserved for, like, you know, grass and stuff that the livestock are going to eat? Always just wondered that. So the way it, and because, you know, maybe I'm just naive in that, but the way I tend to play is I'll reserve my digestate and slurry for my grass fields, and then I reserve my liquid fertilizer and solid fertilizer for my other crops. You have the nice smell of manure twice a year on the crops near you. You know, where I used to work for a major investment asset manager, and they did a lot of like xeriscaping and very environmentally friendly management of their campus, and they did the same thing, and I think they used bird poop. It was the most disgusting smell. For about a month, I had to hold my breath as I walked into work. They put it down before the crop germinates. Okay. So I guess that makes it safe. I guess the parasites and bacteria and all that, I guess, have a chance to die off or something. Always just wondered that. All right. And I think I've got this conveyor figured out now, so it shouldn't be causing us too much grief now. So we'll get them fed, and then maybe we can look at expanding our production a little bit. So I think what happens is I hit start filling. It'll start filling, and then it's going to turn off, and then I just hit start filling again. Or maybe it's not going to turn off this time. Oh, there it goes. So I hit start filling again. I think that's going to do it. Farmer Ed says that here, I guess it's in UK, they put it down after, and it's ending again. They put it down after harvest, then during cultivation, seeding that gets effectively mixed in, and again. Okay, that makes sense. So as long as it's not too close to harvest time, it's going to work. All right. What is up with you? So it's... Okay. I think I got it. So I did what I said earlier, right? You hit start, and then when you see that it's not doing anymore, you hit start fill in again. But I did it from in the conveyor. All right. So while that's filling, why don't we talk a little bit about production and what we want to do? Mark said your internet disconnected for a bit. Uh-oh. Oh, is Argsy's fault? Of course it is. Argsy's got bad mojo when it comes to internet. So, as far as where we put production, there is some interesting places we could put it. So here's our farm. Here's our animals. Here's our grass. Here's our current production over here. So we could continue putting production along this main road here. I think we own this area over here. We could cut some trees down and put it over there. But another thing I was thinking, just to have this a little more interesting, is there you can come down this road and then take a right, and then it branches again. So you branches this way and this way. So we could put production down right here. This is a little grassy area. That could be fun. And we could even expand it. We could, like, you know, work into this field, put some more production, have a row of production down over here. Okay, we got December Farms talking with Ed. Nice. Yeah, Ed, I'm looking forward to you having that course finished, because I'm definitely going to use that on my Stone Valley series. So Crank, you like the idea of having it in a new area? Good. I'm glad. I'm really wanting to do that. Where I have less conviction is like what production we should do. So as soon as this gets done, maybe we can look at what I've got loaded in. And what I did load in, the diesel manufacturing, the fertilizer manufacturing, I've never used them before, so I really don't know how they operate and if they're even worth doing, so I could use some guidance there. Let's take a look. Okay, production. Yeah, I can't afford several. I'd say I can afford, I'll say 2. Maybe we can put 2 different ones down. I don't want to get too far into it, just because we may make some additional decisions, and then we can, you know, choose to put our production down at that time. But let's see. Here's all. Let's see. Does it tell us? Yeah, it does tell us what mods are mods. So here's our factories. So after all the in-game stuff, here's one of the diesel production pack mods. So this looks like we can convert soy, sunflower, and canola into diesel. And then there's a digestate fertilizer factory. So it turns digestate into solid fertilizer. That could be cool. Although, you know, you can use digestate as it is. I'd say that's maybe not as interesting, but I've never used it. I did put in this extended oil plant. I don't even know if we have an oil plant in here yet, but basically this just has increased capacity and production levels. It also adds olives, which we're not going to do. The digestate one is bad news. Oh, okay. Thanks, Steel Horse. I know there are some mines you can step on here when it comes to these third-party mods. Okay, this is... That's a fermenter. We don't really need that because we already have a fermenter. We've got a fermenting silo. Here's fertilizer production. That's... does the same thing as this other one. Converts digestate into solid fertilizer. I don't know if that one's any better, Steel Horse. And then this one converts, looks like slurry into fertilizer. Here's one that converts solid fertilizer into liquid fertilizer. That's interesting. I've got a modded flour mill. We already have a flour mill, so I don't know that we need to do that. But if we need to expand our capacity, we can do that. Okay, here's one. I think one of you requested this, and that's the fuel refinery. And I think I did more than one. I think. Stillhorse says he found one that was much better, but can't remember which one it was. Okay, well we won't do that one yet. I think Argsy and FSG are using one of those, so I'll probably hit up Argsy on recommendation because I know he's researched that. But here's a fuel refinery. Is this a good one to use? Let me know. But it looks like it'll take silage, sunflower oils. Gosh, just about it. Takes just about anything and turns it into methane, diesel, pig food. What is that? Compost. Oh yeah, that's like a special thing. And electricity. Let me know if that's worth doing. Another bakery, biogas, small BGA. This is stuff I've had in here already. Sawmills, TMR mixes. Okay, so that's all I have in here right now. Farmer Ed, you're going to head off? Okay. Well, thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Are you? Let us know if you're going to live stream next Saturday. I'm going to assume that you are, so I'll be looking for you. Guys, does anybody know about this fuel refinery? Is this one worth doing? Should we go somewhere outside of Mod Hub to get one? December Farm says I should try this fuel one. It looks good. Okay. It's new, so yeah, it is new. All right, we'll give it a whirl. It's a pretty small footprint too. All right, well, let's get over to where we talked about going. Oh, you know what? Let's check on our. No, I'm gonna stay focused here. We'll get this down first, and then. But we do need to check on our guy that's putting our sugar beets down. Whoa! Don't want to go off the end of the map. Okay, good. So you'll stream again next week. Awesome. All right, we'll see you next time, Farm Red. So here's that area I was talking about. It's a nice little area, and we could put down more than one production plant. So, and our farm isn't that far away. We're just behind this block of trees. So, let's see where areas of interest. So it looks like there is drop off. Oh, that's no, that's our fueling areas for electricity and biodiesel, I guess. So in the back is where we drop off, and yeah, right back here where the shed is, and then the controls back there, and we got something else here. That's also outputs. Interesting. Okay, so that'll make it easy. Big A, howdy back to you. You had the notification come up on Rusty's Discord. Awesome. Well, great, Big A. Great having you here. Yeah, Rusty Money's a good friend of this channel and a good friend of mine too. So, appreciate the recommendation and glad to have you. I say, since there's no triggers back there, let's back this up here. What do you say about that? And then that way, I'm gonna make it so we can at least go behind it too. Let's put it. I'm gonna say, let's put it right there. I'm not gonna overthink this too much. All right. Yeah, Big A, welcome in. And if after being here, if you like the community, I do have a Discord channel that we would be happy for you to join. If somebody can type !Discord, you can follow that link and follow that invite. All right, let's do a little bit of smoothing. And I think actually I'm gonna draw it first, and then I'll know what to smooth. Not a lot to paint with, is there? No, there's not. Did I see that there's a mod where you... No. Never mind. I was going to say, I thought there was a mod where you can expand the paint palette, but I don't think that's correct. I was thinking of something completely different. So let's do... We'll have it come in like that. And there's really nothing that way, so I don't think we need to make something branch that way, at least not right now. And let's put some concrete down first, or some asphalt. We don't have any concrete, do we? Nope. And Big A, just so you know what we're doing, we are on Graystone Farm's map, which is by Large H Mapping. And this is one of my old save games. This map came out way back in December, and I did a live stream series where we revisited all my save games. And after going through them, the community voted that we stay on this one and continue, so that's what we're doing. It's a PC-only map. I think it's 4x in size. Really good map. Large H does some good stuff. And he has a couple of maps that are either like have just been released or are about to be released. Okay. That looks like a good platform. Let's make sure it's smooth. Okay. All right. And then we will connect this road up. That should do it. Painting, gravel. Looks like we have a couple options for grass. Oh, let me get this over here. What have we done here? Guess that's okay. Looks like when we smoothed it, kind of revealed some of that road. Doesn't look great. See if I can build that up. Looks a little better. Okay, I'll take that. All right. I don't want to get too crazy. A little bit of grass back in. And okay, something like that. I think will go well. All right, let's see. Want to make sure I'm caught up on chat. Big A, you said you played on Graystone for a bit. Okay, just so many good. Oh, there are. My biggest complaint is there's just too many good ones that I'm never going to get around to all of them. Because you got to spend a certain amount of time, you know, to get your enjoyment out of it. Let's check on our. You know, it could be that we're out of seed. It could be we're out of seed. Oh, he's done. Did you get it all done? Look at you. We have plenty of seed left. Okay. Let's clean it up a little bit, and then we'll take you home. It looks like the map... Yeah, one thing for this map I notice is that the I don't know what you call them, but the filters or the overlays for the map definition are not, they don't always line up to what you see drawn. So you see where it kind of missed there on the edge. And I guess I can plant here, can I? Let's see. It's gonna let me? Maybe I just can't. Okay. So that area is not plowed. I guess that's the only thing. It's the stencil for plowed state. It's not working. Griffin, Indiana is a bit like that. Some field definition's not good. Yeah. Yep, they're here and there. It's a minor nuisance at best. Because you can always just plow it yourself. It's like on fields you don't own, where the AI is doing all the state conversion, field state conversion. That's where it kind of gets in the way. How are we doing on time? We got a good 40 minutes left. We'll be able to look at our production, see what we can get going on. I want to see what it's about. Okay, I think I'm just going to get these little artifacts of courseplay taken care of, then we'll... You had to put Pinocchio on for the kids, Mark. Oh, well, that's important. Is that like the classic Disney Pinocchio from like the 40s? Or is it something else? T-Man! Hey, buddy. Glad you're here. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing well. All right, this guy's done. Let's see. Where are we? I am completely turned around. There. Okay, here we go. There's my road. So yeah, this little shed here to the left, that's a built-in. And here's a little story. So Large H wanted to do tobacco production and add that as a crop. And what these are very realistic looking tobacco dryers. And what you do is once you harvest your tobacco leaves, you hang them on sticks and racks, and then you put them into those dryers to dry them out. And there's several of those on this map. And I think Large H, his intention was to come back to this map and upgrade it, but he's moved on and decided not to invest in this map anymore. But I don't know if we could even get somebody else to pick it up and run with it. That could be fun. All right, and we're back on our property. I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing any fun here in the chat. So I did that without a wait. Probably wasn't the best idea. And we've got our honeybees over here. We've kind of neglected them, and they haven't... Well, I guess we don't really know exactly how much honey we have. Let's see. There's more than one pallet. This production area is really small. It's just the original one. See if we have any. And there's another one. Any more? He-Man says your girlfriend went to get the grandkids. Okay, awesome. Well, hey, if we can steal you away for a while, we will take it. Big A says between the off-the-grid dairy challenge on Osada and really enjoying Addingham Park, not much time to play on either. Yeah, so what Big A's talking about is Rusty he sets up a bunch of different challenges for people to do, which does take some time, but it seems to be pretty popular. If that is your thing, doing challenges and that are set by other people, check out Rusty Money Gaming's channel. I think it's in his Discord where you can learn more about that. Is that right, Big A? Pleasant View Farms. Hey, buddy. Good to see ya. So, Pleasant View Farms, I saw that you were streaming just before I went live, so I couldn't stick around, but I did want to stop in and say hi. Hope you're doing well. And I'm trying to get in the habit of keeping my farm clean, so we'll put him away. I really should have a front weight on this. It's a little... The front end's a little floaty. And it's a little hard to handle. Let's see. Should have just teamed up and did a power stream. Hey, I'm up for that. Maybe we can have a conversation, see if we can make that happen. Mark, excuse me, took a drink of whiskey and it went the wrong way. Mark, you're saying you also have Rusty's challenges plus on other on the mods and Link's Discord. Oh, okay. Good to know that that's where it is. Okay, let's check out our new production site. Let's see what this is about. Oh, let me save real quick. This would be a good time to save. Oh, so the Farm Sim challenges, he's got them on Facebook. Okay. It is good whiskey. PVF, it's Ardbeg Scotch. Okay, so we got that saved. Let's look at our production. Let's see what it's about. You know, I'm going to the wrong place. We need to go here. Okay, fuel refinery. So lots of things we can do here. My goodness. All right. So I would be interested in making diesel. So we can make that out of canola, sunflower, soybeans, sugarcane, potatoes. So we can make it out of our sugar beets if we cut them first. So that could be fun because we're going to have a lot of sugar beets. That could be a good input. We can do wood chips. Wow. So, yeah, let me just make sure. So let's say we put in canola. If we put in 1,000 canola, we'll get out 10 diesel, 500 methane, one methane? Yeah, I guess one, or propane. I don't know which one that is. And then 500 of compost. I don't remember what compost does for us. I think it's an intermediate product for something. And then pig food. Well, that's an interesting series of outputs. Are all the outputs that way? Let's see. Yeah, it's just they change in the amount of stuff that comes out. And then we can also turn oil. So that's a lot cleaner. That goes from oil directly to diesel. Okay. Is compost like manure? I think so, Pleasant View, but I don't think the game recognizes it as manure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Some maps use compost as fertilizer. Okay. Yeah, but I guess not all of them. This map doesn't. So maybe what we do, I think what I would prefer to do is make oil and then put the oil in and we'll get out a pure output of diesel. Because I really don't need the electricity. I guess we could sell what we don't need, but I mean, here we're going to get out very little diesel. That's really the only thing I can use. We don't have any pigs. So Steel's right, Cranky. Turn on electric charge air. You think it gives it does give monthly income. Pleasant View, you got to run. Okay, you wanted to stop by and like. Okay. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, always. And still enjoying your Alice Chalmers mods and your Gleaner mod. So keep it up. Nutrient-rich soil is what compost is, yeah. Okay. I think how I want to treat this, because we can definitely use diesel. I mean, we can put that in our tractors. Is we can make some oil, and then we can try one of these either with the beets or whatever as well. But I want to get out more diesel, you know, per unit input. I mean, it's like 10 units in, 1 unit out of diesel. So maybe we'll get one of these oil production paths going, and then one of these, you know, more raw inputs going. And yeah, we'll just sell off, you know, this other stuff that we don't need, the pig food and the propane and the compost. Cool. All right. So we've got another half hour. Do we want to put some other production down? Now, of the productions that I had loaded in, I didn't see anything that really, you know, struck my fancy. But if you guys know of something out there that I could grab that would be fun to have on this farm, you know, that we could use, let me know. I'm going to wait on the fertilizer because I'm going to talk to Argsy, see what he says. Oh yeah, oil factory, of course. Let me just double check, Cranky, make sure I don't already have one. I don't think I do. Oh wait, I do. I do have an oil mill. So, all right. And they're both storing oil. So look at this, guys. We already have some oil that we can load up the production for. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change these output modes to distribute. And then let's go get what's there. Oh, it's, yeah, because we're storing it somewhere. Let's go get what's there. And let's put it in the factory. Now, do I have... Oh, it's on pallets. I was thinking I need a tanker. It would be nice if we could do tankers of oil. Do I have a truck? I have that 18-wheeler. That's what we're going to do. Let me go find him. Because we bought him. Is this it? Yeah, this is him. Big A saying the manure factory and Missy B's slurry yard are good money-making combo. Oh! Yeah, it's stuff like that I'm kind of thinking about. Stuff I've never done before, and maybe you guys haven't either, that looks interesting. Because we definitely have a lot of manure. And I'm not one to put manure on my field. I usually just sell it. Or put it in the BGA. That's what I have been doing. Alright, so... And Cranky, you agree. Okay. I'm going to make a mental note of that. And you guys try to remember too, so that when we get on here next time... Because I think that'll be a project for next time. And I'll load it up. And if I need to go somewhere and download those, if they're not on the Mod Hub, Big A or Cranky, if you feel inclined, shoot me a link in my Discord so that I'll see it there and know where to go. It is on Mod Hub. Okay, good. All right, this load trigger is a little tricky the way I have this plant, but I'm going to see if I can come up behind it. Grab it this way. And we'll just take all of our canola oil and all of our sunflower oil, and I'm stuck. All right, I think that'll be close enough. And I'm gonna help out with this one, I guess. All right, is that it? Is that everything? And we're stuck again. Oh wow, look, we're buried into the factory. I'm gonna get out of the way of this spawn site just to make sure it's waiting on us to get out of the way. That may be everything. Looks like it. Okay. All right. Well, let's go try out our new production. This is kind of exciting. So I did speed up the game clock to 5x. Looks like we might be getting some rain here pretty soon. Yeah, I play on PC, but I use a controller. And ever since we got the update, I think it reset the sensitivity of my controller. Now it's really sensitive. You sent me a link in Discord. Thank you, Cranky. It's hard to drive in first person in Farm Sim. For me, it depends. I mean, right now my controller's just way too sensitive. I need to go and I usually knock it down to like 75% sensitivity, or sometimes even 50. All right, so it looks like we just drive over here and it'll take it. Yep. Awesome. Okay, let's go into our production and let's turn on the ones that we need. And you drive with a wheel, T-Man, and it's hard. Okay. It can be harder. All right, so we've got canola oil and we've got sunflower oil. So here's our canola oil. Let's activate that. Let's activate our sunflower oil. And how much of this is it going to make? It looks like it'll do 600 cycles. Why does it say sunflower oil's missing? Did we not load any yet? Maybe we just loaded canola oil. Okay, so if that's the case, we'll deactivate. I guess it was just canola oil that we had. Okay, well, any new production that comes its way is going to distribute in. So let me just see. Yeah, we are making sunflower oil. So let me just turn it on. Maybe it just takes a while. I'm going to keep it activated. Anybody, did I do anything wrong? You guys are watching me. It's my first time to do it. Let's see. You have to do your backing in third person. Oh, I always do, T-Man. I can't back up in first person. No way. Cranky said you'll distribute at it. Oh, it'll distribute at the hour. Okay, good. So then it'll clear all that out. Okay, I'll get a bunch when the hour rolls over. Perfect. Okay. All right. So that'll be nice. We may not have to buy diesel anymore. I'll drive third person here. We'll see if it gets any better. You know what? I never changed my units over from European, and I told you guys I was going to do that last stream. We're still in like European units. All right. And we won't do it this stream. Maybe next stream we'll do a little more work on our farmyard, getting all this smoothed out, get this like useful, maybe put some sheds down, get this area going a little bit better. We could also cut in a shortcut to our diesel facility, because I think, let's see, where is it? It's over here. I think if we go this way, we'll get to it through the trees. Yeah, but we could do that one of these days. Ooh, that's not very smooth. I'll work on that too. Okay, sorry guys, my ADD is really getting the best of me here. Let's see. Should save units to each save game. It's a pain. I know. I agree, Cranky. I went on that rant last time. Haven't had real asphalt textures in so long. This really looks nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was good putting the asphalt down. Guys, just in looking for something different with the time that we have, let me just check something out first. Okay, well, we missed the opportunity to fertilize our grass. A little bit afraid of that. So I was gonna say let's put some digestate or slurry down here, but we're gonna miss that opportunity. What if we could put, you know, we could put digestate or slurry down on this big field over here and just get it ready for our next crop. You guys want to do that? Let me know. We could also get the planter or seeder out and see this. Cranky says go for it. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done that. And if I remember correctly, I really like this this slurry spreader. We're gonna need the big boy. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need our 8R to get this done. So where did I put him? Is this you? Yep. Steel Horse, you gotta run. Okay, well, Steel Horse, thanks for hanging out as always. And hope you have a great rest of your weekend. All right, guys. Let's see what we have. Ooh, okay. Before we get too entrenched here, I'm gonna move this forage wagon so we can get in and out of here quickly and easily. In fact, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna smash into my tedder is what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna move my tedder forward a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the forage wagon behind it. Okay, we're gonna brute force it, guys. Ah! Don't look. Alright. Finally. Alright. Whoop, I'm gonna move this back. There we go. Mind the paintwork. Oh, the paintwork on this is already so bad. I think my paint level's at 0. Although I think I am gonna I'm gonna repair my tractor. Well, whoops. Had super strength on, didn't know it. All right. Well, I'm really just putting on a comical show for you guys, aren't I? All right. Look at all the eggs we have already, guys. And we don't even have a full chicken pen yet. All right, I think just to keep things a little clean, I'm gonna put it over here, and I might make a little pad for it over here too, so it can just live there. And smooth that out. Okay. Man, I'm not liking how my controller's behaving today. Yeah, look at them eggs. That was 1 day of production. And only 1,000 chickens. Okay. So let's fill you up. So that holds to 20,000. So not the biggest. Like the guy that reversed into 2 parked cars in the car park right after he'd parking sensors fitted and the car repaired after hitting a post. Is that a real life thing, Mark? That's horrific. You know, it may be that our barley that we just put down, it might accept this. Let's try that, since we already have a crop, and that'll be, then it'll be fully fertilized. Chinook! You're back. You've been busy. Okay. That's the good thing to be. All right, let's see. Let me just do a little quick test. See if this will take our slurry. I think it will. And then that'll be even better. Okay. And let's see, how do I get it to come down? Oh, I think I need to do that. There it is, lower. Let's see. Lift, fold, turn it off, activate double application rate. And is that going down? I think it is. It's hard to see. That looks like we're getting a state change. I want to double check, but I think we're there. We are. Awesome. Okay. Let's get this done. Let me lift that up. Oh, this is going to go down pretty quick, so we're going to be making a lot of trips to fill up. That's okay. All right. All right, it's been a while for me to get this done. Not doing wonderful, but I'm doing all right. I don't think I have double coverage on, but I am going to check that. This is activate doubled application rate, so that I think that means I don't have it, because see, that means I'm double, that means I'm normal. So I think I'm good, but I appreciate you mentioning that, because that would be a waste of digestate otherwise. I mean, slurry. I don't think we'll run out of slurry, but even if we do, we've got a bunch of digestate in our BGA too. We can put down. So this will be nice. Okay, we're making we're getting more coverage than I thought we would, so that's also good. Yeah, it does seem to be going down kind of fast, but I think it's just because this isn't the largest tank. It doesn't feel wrong. Now, I do know a trick. If you put on the real vehicle speed so that you can drive a lot faster, you can drastically extend your coverage, because it basically comes out at the same rate, but you have a lot more coverage, and it still changes the state. So I guess technically you're putting a thinner coat of it on, but it doesn't seem to mind. And that's not horrible. So, well, we're not going to get this whole field done by the top of the hour anyway, but we'll get done what we can. And I'll either finish this out off camera later, or we can jump back in next time. And maybe I'll get a, there is another spreader. It's like a one that broadcasts, that sprays it out of a big nozzle. It's a lot wider distribution, and it holds, I think, over 30,000 liters. So maybe I'll switch over to that one for next time. Logan Steele, welcome in. How are you? Good to have you here. We just started putting some slurry on one of our fields where we have planted some barley. This is application, or this is load number 2. Glad to hear you're doing well, Logan. I'm doing great. My college football team lost today, but they lost by 1 point, and it happened to be with the Alabama Crimson Tide in the last 10 seconds, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. Team says, you like to carry your slurry to the biogas plant and pay. Yeah, I do that also. Whoops, I just took out that sign. I tend to make way more slurry than I use, and I do that a lot. December Farms, it was a good game. It's kind of a relief to me too, because the Longhorns, you never know what they're going to do. Where did I stop? You never know what kind of team they're going to be until they show up. And then even still, they're not really that consistent. I know our quarterback got hurt, and I think our receiver did too. And even still, we almost beat the #1 ranked team. Okay, I'm going to have to go into the map because... Oh, I'm not even close to the end. That's why I don't see it. Thank you, Cranky. I see it now. In my mind, I thought I had already gotten further than I did. Yeah, T-Man, some people want nothing to do with slurry. And I was one of those people, but it's... You know, it's a game, so if you can enjoy it, why not do it? And I found some enjoyment, and I would say it was on this map that I kind of said, you know what? Putting slurry and digestate down is not all that bad. I don't do it all the time. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll make a rule, and this is typically what I'll say is like, okay, I'll have one grass field, and I'm gonna fertilize that grass field with just slurry and digestate, and then not worry about it, you know, for any other fields, and so that way it's a little more manageable. I'm not doing it all the time. It's not a huge field. I hit it. Oh, somehow I got around it. All right. There we go. Sometimes you're full of crap anyway. Why not Slurry? You bet. Slurry to BJ, then spread the digest state. Yeah, actually, that is a good way to go. I think you end up getting more money and the same amount, maybe not the same amount to spread, but you get a lot. That's true. That's true. Digest state, I think, is better to spread because you can use your Slurry for the BGA. In fact, if you want, on this next load, let's go load up with digest state. Let's see what we've got in the tank over there, and I'll show you my little. I made a little shortcut road. I need to not overlap too much because that just wastes everything. Summer Farms, you need to take off. All right, well, buddy, thanks for hanging out with us today. Enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. And we are empty. All right, so let me show you my little shortcut that I made to my BGA. It goes back here behind the pond. T-Man, if you haven't tried Graystone yet before, I encourage you to give it a try. So I've got this little road that goes behind my production, and looky there. There is my, let's see, where does digest state come out? I think it's here. I think you can get it at either of those two places. Let's find out. Yep. Oh, this fills a lot more slowly than the Slurry did. So T-Man, if you want to learn a little more about Graystone before you try it out, you can check out my other live streams I've done. I think I've done 2 others, and also the Farm Sim guy. He did both some live streams and some videos, some published videos on Graystone. Way back late last year when this map came out. In fact, he might have done an early preview. I think he got this map early. Can't remember. That was, wow, 10 months ago? Something like that? Quite a while ago. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just get... I'm going to go ahead and get GPS going on here. So let's do that. So we're just about at time. I mean, it'll probably take... It could take 20, 30 minutes to finish this, so we won't do the whole thing. But maybe we'll get this load, maybe one more done. You know what? I don't have GPS enabled for this tractor. Why not, Scott? Actually, I do know why. GPS wasn't available when this map came out, and so I didn't have it at the time. But now it is available. All right. Okay. That looks right. Oops. Okay. Here we go. He said you like using big machines in Slurry. Yep. Yeah, you kind of need to. Cranky's asking which mod is that where you can configure the next, we can configure next to the tractor. Oh, the one that I did. It's what is the name of that? It's in the mod hub. I can't remember what it's called. I want to say it's called Handyman, but I don't know if that's right or not. But it's basically, yeah, you can basically customize and even sell. It's a bit of a cheat, but it comes in quite handy, I find. The biggest machines you can find, yeah. Because it's a lot of effort and a lot of refilling otherwise. So we'll use up this, and then I think we'll be at time. So we'll say goodbye then, and then between now and next time we live stream, I'll get a bigger Slurry implement. I know I have one in mind specifically that I really like to use. You know what? We can even do that. We can go faster. And now we'll get a lot, we'll get about 5 times more coverage now, so not very realistic, but make more progress. Are we going to make it all the way to the end? I think we will. It's going to be close. Not quite. Almost. We almost made it, guys. We're what? That many meters short? 15 meters short? Alright, well let's drive home. And then we'll say our goodbyes. Really enjoyed the live stream today, guys. Enjoy all the chat. Had several newcomers to the chat. Always welcome that. This farm is really coming along. Guys have any suggestions about how to go forward in this, feel free to put them in the Discord. I may even just set up a channel, a dedicated channel for such things. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and I certainly enjoyed it. I meant to have a video out before today, but it's taking me a little longer, but I'll have that out shortly. And we'll live stream again on Tuesday. All right, so until then, take care. See you later.